Thank you, Madam Speaker. The Honourable Prime Minister, Honourable Cabinet Ministers, Honourable Leader of Opposition, and Honourable Members of Parliament. I rise to support the budget presented by the Honourable Minister for Economy on 28 June 2018. This budget speaks for itself as it caters for everyone and everything. There are so many opportunities that have been opened up for the citizens of Fiji. Congratulations to the Fiji Fest for presenting such a powerful budget. Madam Speaker, the Fijians have now realized that while we still rely on crops like sugarcane, yagona, dalo, ginger, coconut, and etc., this government has introduced several initiatives for our people to start off something different, which would bring in revenue. Agriculture, the definition of agriculture. A, the practice of cultivating of land or raising stock. B, a large-scale farming enterprise. C, the class of people engaged in growing food. And D, the Agriculture Ministry that administers programs that provide services to farmers, including research and soil conservation and efforts to stabilize the farming economy. Madam Speaker, according to the 2020 Agriculture Sector Policy Agenda, the agriculture sector contributes around 7% of the GDP. Sugar remains a significant industry, employing an estimate 200,000, while sugar export accounts for 18% of Fiji's domestic export. Non-sugar export accounts for approximately 3.8%. Major non-sugar agricultural export include fruits like pawpaw and vegetables, including root crops. While most fruits and vegetables are sold fresh, there are few establishments engaged in the processing of local fruits and vegetables, many for domestic market and in producing fruit juices, concentrate like pineapple, orange, guava, mango, passion fruit, and other citrus fruit juices. A small volume of certified organic products, including coconut and fruits products and nutraceutical, is exported. The government's Fiji 2020 Agriculture Sector Policy Agenda aims to drive transformation of the sector to commercial scale agriculture. To encourage investment in agriculture and agro-processing, the government's tax initiative include tax exemption for new business established before 31st December 2018. The length of tax holiday is dependent on the level of capital investments. The investments of approximately $0.9 million, equivalent to Fiji 2 million or more, companies are eligible for 13 years tax holiday. Small and micro enterprises with a maximum turnover threshold of approximately $235 or Fijian $500 in selected sectors are also tax exempted. The importation of all agricultural items for commercial agriculture and agro-processing establishment is subject to zero duty. The government subsidizes the cost of fertilizers, feeds and chemicals through a fertilizer subsidy for non-sugarcane farmers, including ginger farmers and farmers in the dairy and livestock sector. In Fiji, agriculture continues to be the backbone of the economy, with farmers engaging in commercial, semi-commercial, and majority subsistence farming. Madam Speaker, there are, however, factors affecting the production of farmers, with some at a disadvantage economically due to their remote locations, road access, poor connection, and climate conditions. These areas have agroecological conditions that offer potential for growth and improvement, and due to factors affecting them, supply response to growing demand for domestic produce has been weak. This is the target of the various agricultural programs in the 2018-2019 budget, where the Ministry of Agriculture is providing assistance for growing pineapple farming, fruit growing, piggery, poultry including ducks, goat farming, rice, ginger, coconut, cocoa, vanilla, dalo, yagona, potatoes, and vegetables. The demand for food in Fiji and elsewhere is growing. The trend is likely to continue as the disposable incomes increases and the changes in consumption patterns favor value-added foods. However, supply is constrained by marginal productivity gains in a majority of crops and the shrinking amount of arable lands. Erratic weather patterns, climate changes affect the poor attitudes of farmers. The reduction of available labor in the agricultural fields makes the situation worse. Madam Speaker, given the importance of agriculture in Fiji, both the government and the private sector are working to improve the efficiency and the productivity of Fijian agriculture and exploring how farming as a service solution can play a role. The Fiji First government, through this budget and in its past budget, seeks to provide affordable technology solution for efficiency farming. It converts fixed costs into variable costs for farmers, thus making the techniques more affordable for majority of small farmers. Its services are available on a very minimum pay per user basis. Madam Speaker, the government is providing subsidies for land plowing, planting, fertilizers, insecticides, and even delivery. Production assistance, on-site resource to aid production such as equipment rentals. C, access to market, virtually platforms that connect farmers with the suppliers of seeds, fertilizers, and other agrochemicals, as well as consumers for their produce. Small-scale remote farmers and many other actors along the agricultural value chain face structural constraints in marketing, transport, handling, and processing. The agricultural sector has experienced massive financial losses due to floods and cyclones over the past 10 years, dating back to 2008. Based on the current prices, the Fiji Bureau of Statistics estimate a 27% decline in the total agricultural output from 2007 till 2010. With the government support, the sector has shown signs of recovery, thanks to the government for all its efforts. The Fiji First government, led by Honorable Prime Minister, has introduced several reforms to help our farmers. A number of these initiatives are shown in this powerful budget. Madam Speaker, let me quote a short poem, The Power of Smile, by Tupac Shakur of India, and rewarded by our very own Dr. Bridgelal. The power of gun can kill, and the power of fire can burn. The power of wind can chill, and the power of mind can lend. The power of anger can rage inside until it tears you apart. But the power of smile, especially yours, can heal frozen hearts. And most importantly, the power to till the land. We'll keep the smile for you, the family, and the nation, for no one can survive without the food produced from the land. Madam Speaker, I now urge the youth of Fiji to take up farming, take advantage of the various assistance that this government is providing, and make a joyful living. Madam Speaker, whenever we go to the market, there are only a handful of people selling, but the buyers are in hundreds. Fiji has plenty of land. We have a strong, powerful people, the skills, the market, and above all, government assistance. Wake up our youths and till the land, as food will be needed daily, even after a million years. According to the Fiji Revenue Customs Services, there are various types of taxes incentive currently available for business engaging in the agricultural sector. It comprises of commercial agriculture and agro-processing, small micro-enterprises, and biofuel production incentives. Apart from being tax-free, all items for agricultural purposes are granted duty-free concessions. However, the respective tax incentive is subject to specific conditions. for commercial agriculture and agro-processing tax incentive, the income of taxpayers shall be exempted only if the activity is a new activity approved by the Fiji Revenue Customs Authority and established from January 1, 2015 to 31st December 2018. The investment threshold and income tax holiday is as follows. For small micro business enterprises or SME, the income shall be exempt from income tax only if the annual gross turnover or sales does not exceed 500,000. For biofuel production, the income for taxpayers shall be exempted for a period of 10 consecutive fiscal tax years only if the applicant engages in a new activity in a processing agricultural communities into biofuel and is approved by FECA and established from 1st January 2009 to 31st December 2018. To qualify, the taxpayer must have a minimum capital investment of $1 million and employ 20 or more local employees in each of the 10 years. Duty-free on importation of agricultural items. There are duty exemptions available on the importation of plant, machinery, and equipment for initial establishment of factories, chemical required for biofuel production, and all agricultural items. However, 9% import VAT will apply on importation of these items, which would be refunded to those that are registered for VAT purposes. For commercial agriculture, Madam Speaker, and agro-processing and biofuel production incentives, the investor will have to make an application to FECA to qualify for the incentive. The application should include a comprehensive background of the project, such as the director and the shareholder details, statement of assets and liabilities, location and description of the site of the project, details of the business activities, sketch plan of the project, costing and finance details, completion dates, employment details, and etc. For SME incentives, the investor can claim for exemption on the income tax return for the fiscal tax year. Exempt from step duties SME agriculture. The Honourable Minister for Economy can announce the waiver of stamp duty on all instruments or written documents for small and micro enterprises effective from January 1, 2016. Small and micro enterprise under Stamp Duties Act include any business with an annual gross turnover or sales not exceeding 500,000. Therefore, all SMEs engaged in agricultural activities can qualify for this stamp duty, waiver provided that a bona fide registered business, tax and customs compliant, and provide a statutory declaration confirming that they have a gross turnover not exceeding 500,000. Copies of a financial statement must be attached where applicable. The policy intention for this incentive is to assist the SMEs. Post-assessment audits will be conducted to verify declarations. Penalties will be imposed where taxpayers make a false declarations or scheme to evade the tax. Madam Speaker, all this morning we have had honourable opposition members complaining about the letter R in the budget estimates. The R depends on how they interpret. However, my interpretation on the R's for agriculture sector is research, review, and reduce input to increase output. Madam Speaker, once again, I urge all Fijians to get involved in agriculture and keep your family smiling. I support the budget. Thank you.